When it comes to Transformers, I have a problem, specifically with Transformers that combine. Devi happens to be one of my biggest problems. Oh yeah, I got this at the showzstore, so go ahead and show your man some love. Welcome back everybody to Deemer's Dominion. As always, I am your host Deemer. Today we are looking at the unboxing and first transformation review of Dreamstar Toys Pushing Machine Warrior. Totally not Bonecrusher. And on that note, let's go ahead and get him out of the box. A couple days ago, I made a video dedicated to my daughter, which was a unboxing of this guy done in ASMR style. She happens to be a big fan, so there's going to be some of that in this first part of the video as well. As we take a look, we have the manual. Thankfully, it is a booklet, not digital. Instruction book for the Dreamstar Toys Pushing Machine Warrior. It is very well done, with a few caveats during the initial transformation from the bot mode to his alt mode. There was a little bit of confusion when it came to the arms, unlike this one. This one comes with certainty right here. Check out these ratchets, by the way. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with these ratchets. Yeah, baby. These are his swords. They are very nice hard plastic. They don't feel brittle at all, unlike some other companies with their clear plastic. And this is his cannon. While a little on the light side, it is very solid plastic. Okay, time for the big boy. And now it's time to free this third-party Bonecrusher from his free drive prison. He's actually very good looking. He feels great. Look at these details. Look at the paint. Look at how his eyes are menacing, even though they are light up eyes technically. They're not dead eyes. Listen to these ratchets. In fact, I'm going to take a moment just so you can all listen to all of these ratchets. It's crazy how many there are. I just want to make sure y'all are hearing this. Ratchets and the waist swivel? Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at his armaments, his weapons. What do we have? How are we going to load him? This is his cannon. Again, it is a big cannon, but it's nice and light. It's not heavy. This is his sword with this extendable part. They all tab, all his weapons tab nicely into the gap in his hands, and he holds on to his weapons very securely. There is no just any jank in these weapons, and he looks good. He looks great holding them. And lots of storage for his weapons. I'll talk about those later on in the video, but my goodness, he is great. Again, I just want to show off these details. He's a really, really great looking toy. Alright, so let's take a look at his weapon storage. Earlier I said there are lots of places to store his weapons. He only has 3 weapons, but he has a ton of ports, and you can literally throw his weapons in any of these ports. Okay, so let's take a close-up at Pushing Machine Warrior, totally not Bonecrusher, and see. Beautiful, beautiful paint job. Feels super nice in the hand. He's got a nice heft to him. There's definitely metal in this. Definitely at the toes and feet here. This feels like metal over here. So he does have a nice metallic structure. This kind of feels metallic as well. So he does have heavy. The plastic quality is phenomenal. Honestly, take a look at that face there. Just superb all around here. And the details involved, just nice. Not overly detailed, but detailed enough, stylized enough that it really just separates him from the other Devastators that are out there, the other Bonecrushers from the other sets. Beautiful, beautiful, just metallic paint. The green is metallic paint. Just look at these little details everywhere. I mean, come on. They didn't have to do all this, but this is amazing. Truly, like, at this price point especially, this is probably one of the best bangs for the buck, this set. Honestly. Great looking figure all around. Feels awesome in the hands. Great paint job. Great attention to detail. It has every kind of articulation that you would want. Look at these toes, articulate for transformation. Feet. You get all kinds of bendies here. You can pull that even out if you wanted to go extreme. The fingers are articulated. It has 1, 2, 3 points of articulation for the first finger. The thumb is on a ball joint with 3 pins as well. And then the remaining 3 are together, but also articulating. He's got slots in his hands for his weapons. And he's got a bunch of ports that you can put his weapons in so many places, it's crazy. I have them in the back here. You can put them all the way up here if you wanted. There's another port inside here. You can even put it in this butt port right here. You can put them in the side ports here. I mean, literally, your imagination is what limits this figure. This is really well thought out. I am obsessed with this set. I have so many Devastators in this house. It's ridiculous. Obviously, Devastator is one of the most popular, if not the most popular combiner out there. And look at this. These swords pull out like this. And you can actually combine them. Look at that. Create a whole nother weapon. Look how cool that is. Look how cool that is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, him actually grasping this cool weapon. I mean, seriously, y'all. What a phenomenal little gimmick. Probably one of the longest thumbs I've seen on a figure. But man, can he hold those swords in nice and tight. And you can see this guy is solid. Wow. Cool, so cool, so cool. Obviously he has his gun like that to also reveal the tab so he can put it in his hand. Same thing, pop it in the tab, and then wrap his fingers around it. And now he's got a secure grip of that gun. And the nice thing about these weapons is they're not heavy. So him with his arms up is not ever going to be an issue of posing with his weapons. Cool. And again, you can use these to put them in any one of his plethora of ports that you want to. On the sides here, they'll lock in. You can put them in this one if you want. And who doesn't love options? Alright, so articulation once again, the fingers, and then The hands obviously rotate, but there's no flex of the joint there. His arms at the elbow, and then they rotate. And then look at these ratchets here for the shoulders. Look at that. Wow. You can really raise them up. All kinds of movements. That gives them like a pseudo butterfly as well. Very cool. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Then obviously his head on a ball joint, all kinds of formulation there. 360, no problem. Once again, move that out of the way. Look at that. Flex there. I mean, even his hips have ratchets there. So cool. So cool. Just want to show you. See these pistons? How cool is that? Actual working pistons there. Okay, so obviously full Van Damme. And then you can do it legs up. Sumo. Look at that. Get low, get low. And of course we got a bit of an ab crunch there. Which is cool. And then everything moves on this guy. Pose those how you want. I mean, this guy's not going anywhere. This guy is solid. Bonecrusher is an athletic beast. He is ready. He is ready. Transformation. Okay, so now unhinge, unlock these guys. Okay, so after we're going to hinge it, we're going to put that back. And then we're going to take this guy, the shoulder. Rotate that around. Like that. Like that. Make sure that his hand is fisted up. Okay, you really have to make sure that his fist is all balled up so that, and these are tight, so that we can push it in like that. And then this part slides over like that. And then this whole thing will turn like this. Unhinge this. Like that. So that that can extend all the way. That's going to tuck in here. It's going to tuck in there, and that's going to latch over here. So it's these pegs into those slots, and they latch in there. That'll straighten out a little bit, and then that peg needs to go into that slot. So the secret is you have to have the hand facing the inside when it's this way, right? That way, it will reach the peg and then just snap in. Everything is now super tight. That's awesome. Okay. Cool. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing for this hand. Okay, so I got the arms right turns out the way these are built are universal. They are interchangeable because they can flex to either side when you transform them. This can be upside down or right side up, and so can this one. That is a pretty funky gimmick. Probably intentional, I would say, for ease of production. Something I did not expect for sure. So that was really, really neat. Oh, and I just had that hand backwards. So I transformed the arms enough times now that I think I'm good. And the wheels have to be facing up, and now they're all symmetric and cool. So we will turn this around, pull this back. Okay, so before you go further, just make sure that this pipe is facing the top. This is on the outside, the wheels are on top. Narrow part, thick part, all facing forward. And then we tuck the head back in here. This is what you have right now. That looks like that. And we're just going to bring this whole unit down. Okay, so it seems like after we did all this work, now you have to reverse it so that the wheels are on the other side. So the instruction manual looks like you have to take this back apart and then flip it all over again. Let's see how many times we're going to end up doing this before we actually... So we shall continue. Separate that. Turn it around. Bring this out over, bring these down. Bring this flap around and peg it in, maybe. There we go, like that. And we'll do the same thing for the other one. Like that. So now we've got both sides pegged in, right here. And we'll continue to take this out and fold this flap out. Rotate this piece, bring it out. And this piece. Tilt the foot. So you're going to bring this whole leg bit, rock it, make it straighten it out. So that this can sit down. You want to make sure this stays in alignment with this peg here. like that. Make sure this is all straightened out so that this peg can lock into that as well. Make sure that's tucked in straight so that these two can line up like that. Alright, cool. We cool. We cool. And then put that back down like that. This is what we have so far. Alright, we're going to do the same thing for the other leg. Before we do the other leg, we're just going to rotate this out. Then we're going to rotate this in so those line up. And then bring this down. And there's a little peg in, there's a little slot for that peg there. That's going to lock down like that. Just leave this up for now. And that tidies up nice. Now we'll work on this leg here. Okay, so once again, we're going to bring this straight. We are going to bring this whole thing over straight. Straighten this out. Bring this over. As much as you can. Bring this down and over.
Justice where battles are won across the stars where legends run. A spark ignites, a war's begun. Mountains tremble, skies collide. Ancient powers, they can't hide. Heroes rise, the cosmos bends. Galactic heroes, we defend. From Cybertron to Eternia's mind, through hyperspace into the golden swords and sabers that gleam, circuits hum with an endless dream. Villains crumble, torn at the seam. Hope is brighter than it may seem.
I think it deserves to be said that this is an exceptionally well-rolling toy. Perhaps one of the best, if not the best, rolling Transformers I may have ever owned. This has been such a great toy so far. My concern is he might fly under the radar for a lot of collectors. He is going to end up being very highly underrated. And that's a shame because it is fantastic. So the initial transformation was a bit of a challenge, but we figured it out. We only did the arms a few dozen times to get them the right orientation, but that's cool. He is a very solid, hefty piece. The alt mode is just fantastic. I have no real issues. The tolerances are amazing. You can flex and bend this guy to get you how you need to be without any issues whatsoever. Pop it in there if you want. Doesn't get in the way of anything. What about here? No, it's a little bit too much in the way there. Maybe the peg is just too big for that hole. This is too much up here. Looks a little bit weird that way. So I would say peg it like that. And peg it like that over here as well. That's good. I like that. I like that actually. Doesn't get in the way of anything. It doesn't look bad at all that way either. Now the instructions have it so that these actually peg out like that here. And somehow latch there. That's just weird. So let's see if those connect. Those connect. Now it locks it in like that. Oh, I mean, there's still some playability that way, I guess. Yeah, there's plenty of play there. Oh. But you lose the complete up and down motion that way, which kind of defeats part of the purpose. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm not sure I'm keen on that part to limit its mobility, but I mean it also works for its intended purpose. Alright, let's get him back to bot mode. Great alt mode, guys, great alt mode. It just slides in like that. That's a cool arm right there. And of course you can lock those back in. Those tabs. Let's lock in the hand. Maybe. There we go. And you lift it high enough, it'll lock in perfectly there. Okay, and then on this, there's two holes, two tabs. You have to extend it enough, and then they tab in right there, and that locks that. Nice and sturdy. Those ratchets are awesome. You can already see the mobility here. This is where he's going to slot in to the shoulder of Devastator, that shoulder locking piece there. This is solid. No issues. This is going to be huge, huge, huge. I can't wait. I really can't wait. That's so awesome. I'm going to have so much fun with this. And one other thing, just refresh. As this locks in, this will open up. You shove that in there and put that down, and this is going to be Megatron's leg. That's going to be cool too. I can't wait. That's where it's going to slide in.
That's what she said.
Wow, that's tight. Okay. Okay, so there he is, everyone. Once again, this is not Bonecrusher. Dreamstar Toys 02-0004, Pushing Machine Warrior. Little frustration at first, sure. And after a little bit of time with the transformation, he has proven himself to be amazingly poseable. Takes a ticking and keeps on licking kind of toy. I've dropped him several times. As people who have been with me from the beginning know that I have issues with my joints and bones and stuff like that. So he is a highly recommendable figure. I really don't have much negative to say about him. For the price point that these Dreamstar toys are at, these are a hell of a deal. The quality of the plastic, the quality of the paint, there is, metal in the figure. He's got a light up eyes. I don't have the batteries for him to show you. His accessories aren't huge amount, it's got the 2 swords and the gun, but he really doesn't need much. His alt form is crazy good. It is solid. It feels awesome in the hands. This is a playable figure, not just a display piece. This is actually a real deal playable figure. And if you like to play with your toys, and if you like the Devastators out there, this one I would not turn down. 100%. 100%. If you don't mind the stylized form, this is the one to get. I mean, there's a lot of them to get, but this one you should have in your collection. Now, if you're only for display and you don't like to play, that's fine too. He still looks good. He's still a presence. He is a big bot, and this is going to be a huge Devastator. I cannot wait to get them all together, have some fun, show you guys how he turns out, and that's all I really have to say. I mean, 100% recommend. And I did get him from the showzstore, and so if you guys like him, I'll put the link in the description. Please use my code DEEMER in the support your reviewer box in the top center of the page, and that'll help me out with the discounts and whatnot, so I can keep getting more, so that my wife can keep giving me looks and my daughter can keep shaking her head. Okay, and some obligatory comparisons. Here we have MP44 on the left, and we have the latest Armada Nemesis Prime, the one that just came out, the SDCC version. And there we have Lightning Girl, Iron Factory. There we have Nemesis Prime from the 40th Anniversary Voyager class from Rise of the Beasts. What else you guys want to see that I have out? Let's throw in Earthrise. That's pretty cool. So he is huge. Not Bonecrusher, is huge. Alright everyone, let me know your thoughts. Very cool guy. I'm so happy I am collecting this set. At first I was kind of hesitant, but I love his army green color, especially that metallic. So different for the Devastators. And there's the latest Devastator official from Hasbro. So that you can see his size there. He towers over the Studio Series Bonecrusher. So, what do you guys think? There's your size comparison. Alright everyone, thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for spending the time and the patience with me. I really do appreciate it. I have all the thanks in the world for all of you. We are over 10,000 subscribers. That is crazy, crazy, crazy to me. I cannot thank you all enough for all the love and support you're showing. So please keep on going. I want to do something special for our 10,000. Please let me know if you guys have any ideas. If you want to do a live stream, a Q&A, show off some toys, whatever it is, let me know. I am open. I am excited. I am so pumped. Thank you so much. And that is my wrap, everyone. Thanks again. As always, stay young, stay fun. Peace out.